Some days, the stress just stacks up. Work, responsibilities, the noise, non-stop. You keep pushing through it because that's what you're supposed to do. But after a while, you can feel it wearing on you. And sometimes, the only thing that makes sense is pointing the truck at the mountains. And sometimes, you don't realize how much you need to get away until you finally do. No plans, no distractions, just one night in Idaho's backcountry. Tonight, I'm heading to Sturgill Peak Lookout. And honestly, I think I needed this trip more than I really realized. One thing I love about trips like this is how everything slowly gets quieter. The farther you get from pavement, the more your brain starts slowing down. I love bringing the family out here, but solo trips hit different sometimes. You notice things more. You think more. Everything just slows down. Well, we're 8 miles to the very top of Sturgill Lookout. The road so far has been smooth as butter. I mean, I think a Honda Civic can come up here. I did air down just to smooth out even more, especially for Finn. But while I'm driving, I was thinking about like the need to unplug, like become one with something, with nature, with whatever it is. Go to the gym, experience things. You know, you live every day and you die once, so live every day to the fullest. It's a necessity. Leave work at work. You know, just whatever you got going on at work and the stress of work, things need to get turned in on time, or you got a presentation or anything, you know, the work's work. Just leave it there. You know, spend time out when you can. This trip is solo with the little guy here. Well, solo-ish. And then next week I'm going out with the family. We're gonna do a 2-nighter on a pretty big adventure. But yeah, just find a way to unplug. Get out there, experience things. You know, have a little adventure. Do something you've never done before. See something you've never done before. It'll do everyone a lot of good. All right, let's get to the top. This is the part where the trip actually starts feeling real. No service, no people, no rush. Just miles and miles of Idaho. Places like this remind me how much we all need to just disconnect sometimes. Well, I'm almost to the top. And it is absolutely beautiful up here. Look at that. Wow. One of my favorite things about overlanding, honestly, isn't even the destination. It's the transition. Watching everything slowly disappear behind you. The traffic, the noise, the stress. And eventually all that's left is dirt roads and mountains. Oh, there you go. Now you can see me. Well, I made it all the way up to Sturgill Lookout in the dark. I missed the sunset completely when I got up here. I tell you what, that last little bit in the dark is no joke. I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have high clearance, big tires, and lights galore. It's pretty sketch. The place I was gonna camp is right behind us, maybe, I don't know, quarter mile, but the road is completely impassable. There's a full-on like snow, like avalanche looking thing completely covering the road. It's too dangerous. It's not worth it. The lookout's closed right now, so I'm actually gonna camp up here at the lookout. There's like a little turnaround type of thing, and yeah, we're gonna camp up here. It's a little windy, kind of parked close to the hillside as best I could, and yeah, it looks like it's 40 degrees right now, so could be pretty windy, chilly night, but we're ready to go for it. And Finn went back to sleep just now. So gonna get camp set up and call it a night, guys.
Cabin log. No. So the wind kicked up quite a bit. It was throwing the tent and the truck around like crazy. So I looked up weather. I was like, this is really weird. There's possibly a storm headed this way. There was a large purple cloud behind me coming from like the Oregon side across. I don't know if it's actually going to hit me or not. But let me get my fingers out of the way. I'm sorry. So I just made a quick decision to pack up the tent. Basically, the tent would be fine. The 23-0, that thing, I've been in some pretty bad weather with it, but I don't want to pack away a wet tent in the wind come the morning. So, I packed up. I didn't zip it. I did buckle one side. Tomorrow when I have sunlight and everything, I'll zip it up. But we are going to, me and Finn are gonna rack out in the truck tonight. So I'm gonna lay out in here and call it a night for real. I think right now it's 11:55. I made the decision to do that at like, I don't know, 11:35, 11:40. Pretty fast pack up actually. I think doing the video with the annex in my driveway gave me more practice, and I was able to put that thing away pretty fast. I was pretty surprised at myself. But anyways, for real this time, going to bed, and I will see you all in the morning. Yeah, I really needed this. Coming up here after work with the dog, just to get out, reset your mind. Even just a one-nighter will help you in the long run. You got everything going on at work. I've got school, I've got family, and these are things that everyone has, right? It's always good to just come out and get to a place where it's just quiet. There's nobody here. Absolutely nobody here. Let me show you. Come up to a lookout here. The only noise that's going on right now is that wind. But that's it. There's not a person in sight. There's not even animals. No bugs, no work stress, nothing. It's really nice. At the same time, can't wait to get back home with my kids, my wife, and prep for the next trip. Kind of a win-win situation. Get this and prep for the next trip.
Next time we're going to be going out to Silver City and the Owyhees. But man, look at that. Turn the camera around for you. That's amazing. Wow. And right there, here, I'll point to it on the camera. Right there, this little ridge here. That's Hell's Canyon, which goes right there all the way through. Oh, focus. Over that way. That's the deepest gorge in the United States. But this place is spectacular. I've been wanting to come here for quite a while. Yeah. This was on the bucket list of things to do here, and yeah. Now there's a sign somewhere around here with the history of this place. I'm gonna go find it. That's hilarious. I walked right by it. I think Finn even made his claim on this land right next to it. That's hilarious. But yeah, Sturgill Peak Fire Lookout. Prior to 1933, Sturgill Peak was used as one of the patrol points by a guard station just below the pass between Hit Peak, which is right over there, and Sturgill Peak, which is this one. At the head of Pine Creek, when a smoke was spotted, the lookout walked cross country to extinguish the blaze. Holy smokes. In 1933, fire managers realized it was time to provide a structurally sound lookout and more comfortable housing. The lookout was built for $812.92. Since then, the lookout has been occupied during the summer fire season. Absolutely amazing. So, if I'm hearing this correctly, between here and there, if they saw smoke, they had to go walk all the way out there to go put it out. That's wild. Man. I'm not sure if you can see Finn yet. I put him in the truck while I'm filming. That way he stays warm. Look at him. Hey, buddy, where'd you go? Where'd you go? What are you doing? He's cold. It's pretty cold out here. I think at the wind chill, it's probably in the 20s or more, or lower, I should say. But, yeah. Okay, well, gonna get Finn fed myself, zip up the tent, and then head down the hill here, and yeah, head back home. Later.
Coming down off Sturgill definitely gets your attention. The camera really doesn't do steep sections justice, and some of these off-camber spots will make you wake up real quick. But honestly, I think this is part of why I love overlanding so much. Out here, your brain doesn't have room for all the noise. You're focused on the trail, tire placement, momentum, picking the right line. And for a little while, everything else gets quiet. No work stress, no constant notifications, no feeling like you always need to be somewhere else. Just the truck, the mountain, and figuring out the next section. I think that's why trips like this help me reset. Not because life disappears for a night, but because being out here forces me to slow down and actually be present again. And honestly, sometimes that's all you need.
And looking around out here, it's hard not to feel something bigger than yourself. All of this, the mountains, the valleys, the silence, none of it happened by accident. God created this place, this earth, all of it. And honestly, I think places like this were meant to be experienced, not just driven past. To slow down, to breathe, to find a little peace again, not just out here in the backcountry, but in life too. Out here reminds you how small your problems really are, and how good it feels to simply exist for a minute. So, came down off the peak to have breakfast and everything. It was more comfortable for Finn. It was pretty cold and windy up there, and he'd been cooped up in the truck. He did not want to walk around. So, got him breakfast. Little pro tip, measure out, if you're bringing a dog, pre-measure your food in Ziploc bags. That way you don't have to bring all of everything. You just, boom, unless you're going for a long trip or something like that. But if, like a couple days, just put them in Ziploc bags, throw them in the cooler or the fridge or whatever, and bam, you're done. So yeah, that works out pretty good. His has got to be pretty measured out, so it makes it way easier. But hey, buddy, yeah, got him on the long line right now, so he can wander around and play and sniff and do his thing, and then eat his breakfast. He's an extremely slow eater. He'll take forever to eat that, but it gives me plenty of time to check on the truck and eat my breakfast. I got a protein shake, a banana, and an energy drink. But being up there at the peak was cool. It was just pretty windy and trying to fly the drone. I got some drone footage. Hopefully it works out, but that drone was just all over the place, and I was getting the high wind warnings and everything like that. But yeah, it was super cool. Glad I went up there. Been wanting to go up there for quite a while. But for right now, we're just gonna hang out. Oh, 100% honesty. Finn is originally not the dog I wanted. I wanted what they call a Rhodesian Ridgeback. Hold on. And I had been in the backcountry a couple times and seen some. A buddy of mine has one. Amazing dogs. They're originally bred to hunt lions and stuff. So after my other dogs passed away last year, I had the itch again to get another dog, and so did the kids, and then we had to convince the wife, of course. And I was like, "Hey, I want a Rhodesian Ridgeback," and not what I got. Came home from work one day, and she's like, "I did a thing." Ended up with a mini wiener dog, or a dachshund, or dachshund, or however you want to say it. But, and yeah, at first I was like, really, a little purse dog. He's fully grown now. He's 6 months. He's 10 pounds, and he's about the size of a football with legs. But turns out he's a pretty cool dog. He's got a huge personality. He's when he wants to listen. If you know wiener dogs, they don't like to listen. They do their own thing. But when he wants to listen, he knows how to sit. He comes. He plays fetch. He does. He's cool. And then last night, I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch him too. Hey, Finn, come. See what I mean? When he wants to listen, he's on a scent right now. I'll pull him over here. Come here, buddy. Come on. Hey, Finn. There's a fire pit up at this campsite that's exactly a mile from the bottom of the peak. And he's over there. Somebody left a bunch of beer cans and stuff, and he's over there sniffing them. But yeah, last night he slept on my chest the whole night, curled up in a ball and slept right here, put his head across my shoulder, and we were racked out last night. And it got pretty cold. There was ice all over the windows. There was ice all over the bag thing for the tent. So I think it was probably a good call to come in last night. That wind got just worse and worse and worse. And then where the wind is coming from, it's scraping right off the snow and then just blowing even colder air. It was something. But yeah, this morning I'm just gonna have some breakfast, let him hang out and wander around, and then I'll clean up some things and pack up, and then we'll head out of here. So yeah, thanks, dude. All right, well, it's time to fill up the tires, go back to reality. Flip this on real quick while I talk to you guys. Let the tires air up. But it was a really cool trip. I've got to go up to Sturgill Peak. I've been looking to go there for a long time. Been on one of my bucket lists for Idaho, and just it ended up being really good. Something I really needed to unplug, get away from the grind of work, come out with the dog on his first trip, and just reset. You know, just get that mental pause from the daily grind, and really just go out in the backcountry and just live it up. Every trip is an adventure. I can't wait for the next one. Next week, like I said earlier, we're going to be going to Silver City and then out into the Owyhees. Probably got a pretty cool spot that I think I found. Talked to some people about it. Should be a great spot. Hopefully there's nobody there. But yeah, thanks for joining Backcountry Dad on this adventure. Until next time, guys, let's do it.